if you're renting out an Airbnb, something you have to account for apparently is the off chance that the person you rent to will never leave. That is what has happened reportedly here in Los Angeles, where back in September of 2021, a woman rented a guest house in the Brentwood area. And she did rent it out long term. It was for a 6-month period, $105 a night. But after that 6 months, which would have come to an end in April of 2022, the woman has continued staying in this house, in this Airbnb, squatting, rent-free, refusing to leave. And so now this is wound up in court where, and what's wild is, not only does this woman just continue on staying here, she also thinks that the Airbnb host should have to pay her to relocate. Tell me how that, I mean, that doesn't even make sense, does it?
Makes no sense.
It doesn't make sense. I don't want to get into all of the complications of whatever this means, whatever the Airbnb contract. Here's what I want to know. You have a guest staying at your house. Maybe you invited them in at first. Yeah, you can stay, you can hang out, couch surf, whatever. But then they don't leave. How do you get them to leave?
Good question. You're talking about just an everyday friend?
Yeah.
I would say
somebody you have a relationship with.
And they're just hanging out at your house for multiple days.
You can't get rid of them.
I would say maybe paying less and less attention to them.
You think so? Act like they're not there.
Yeah, just start going on with your daily routine.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, some people won't, but a lot of people will feel like, oh, okay, we're not like hanging out anymore.
Yeah. So don't make it fun for them.
Yeah.
Because they might be.
You're not like sitting down with them playing video games. You just start like doing your day-to-day tasks, doing the dishes, vacuuming the house, your regular everyday things.
Yeah.
Usually once people don't do that when they have guests over. You don't like start cleaning the house when you have guests over.
Yeah.
Usually you're hanging out, you're doing fun things like you said. And the more like day-to-day tasks you do, the more likely they are to be like, maybe it's time for me to go.
Yeah.
Or you just let your dog poop inside.
You start acting very irrational. I think that's one of the early steps. I think if somebody's really committed, they can fight through that because they don't care. They just have a free place to stay. They're feeling good about it.
Well, are they like homeless? Like, who is this friend of yours?
It depends.
Who did you let into your house?
It just depends on how long they're staying.
They don't have a place to stay? Is that who you let in your house?
This has happened to me. Yeah, sometimes people, hey, I broke up with my girlfriend. It's not going well. I need a place to crash.
Got it.
And they stick with you, and then one thing leads to another. They're still there, and they've overstayed their welcome.
Got it.
I think at first, you can start just kind of giving them the cold shoulder. I think, but it's notoriously hard to kick people out of your place. Because, like, you can call the cops and be like, well, you told them, it's not so easy as you think it might be. And so I think if they get through the cold shoulder thing, you might have to go to the next step, which is be progressively more annoying.
You're going with the no more annoying route.
Yeah,
Got it.
There's a lot of things you can do that aren't illegal that you can't get sued for that are just annoying to them until you make it miserable for them to be there and they have to find somewhere else.
I also think that if you joke about kicking them out, that's a good one, too. Like, if they complain about something, like, well, that's crazy. Wow. It'd be great if you just got the heck out of my house.
You mean like your parents did to you when you were a kid.
If you like that video, there's a ton more. Go check out our past videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.